Well, hey guys and gals, my name is Lawson Boss, and I'll be your WOD coach for Friday, March 27th. And such a beautiful day today, and such an honor to do these WOD videos for you guys. I just got off an incredible week up in Lynchburg, Virginia, on a grad school intensive for a week. A very academic. Not many of you know my story, so I had a great full-time job, loved every minute of it, but it's always that holy but, isn't it? But really realized that there was something else missing, that I wanted to do something more. And I had a huge heart for marriages and families, husbands and wives and moms and dads that are just hurting and being destroyed left and right. This culture really, really does not like moms and dads and husbands and wives to be healthy. And so Advocare really was an incredible two-edged sword for me, because it helped families get healthy physically and get healthy financially and time-wise, but also it gave me the vehicle and to walk away from my full-time job with Advocare's incredible business opportunity. And so yeah, I've been pursuing a degree in marriage and family therapy now for 2 years now, and so I'm almost there. But one of the cool things, and the things that I wanted to share with you guys, was some really nerdy, academic, heady knowledge of that I learned up there that I think has a lot of great application and maybe a lot of third-party credibility to why we do what we do in our business, and why it works, why we train on it. So I'm going to share two nerdy things and maybe two applications from that if you're already doing it, some encouragement on why it works and continue to do it, but also maybe help you help others learn these things. So real quick, little brain anatomy here. So if you look at if this is your head, so you've got your spinal cord right here, and you've got your brain stem and a limbic system right here, and these two work together really for that fight or flight kind of sensory overload, arousal, and just that, that piece of reactionary and fear, and really not thinking, but just reacting. And so over here you've got this outer layer called the cortex, which really is your sensory part of your brain that observes kind of the outside world, and kind of codes that automatically and processes it right here, and you don't even know this is happening. But the really neat part is your frontal and prefrontal lobes right here, and that's where the emotions, the higher processing, the logic takes over. And this is a regulatory deal. This regulates what is being seen and what is happening, so that it can be processed, and you can be more flexible, you can be more insightful, intentional. This is where question asking comes in. But here's a neat thing. What's the point of showing you this brain? So many times, and I don't know if you've seen this, but in so many times when I am talking with someone, they have their own preconceived notions that they don't even know that they're having, but they have kind of a hands up, like, whoa, hold the phone, what's going on with this whole thing? And they've kind of flipped their lid, and they're reacting. They're not really processing and being flexible and wanting to hear and process what's going on. They're just going, I don't know about this. Case in point, I sat down with a guy a couple weeks ago, and he gave, we had set an appointment. He gave me some of his time, and I was looking forward to sharing Advocare with him, sharing maybe what the products or the business opportunity could be for him. And he immediately said, hey, heads up real quick. I've been burned by Advocare. I do like Spark, but every time people have just approached me the wrong way, and then I totally get turned off. So that's just where I'm coming from. Just FYI on that. And I said, whoa, okay. In my head, I'm processing, thinking, okay, backpedal real quick. I'm not going in the direction I thought I was going to go. Still sort of the same direction, but I decided to take an approach with him, and I said, hey man, I really appreciate you being honest with me, and let's just be all cards on the table. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not really here to get you to be a member. I'm not here really anything other than one major purpose, and that is for the end of this conversation, for you to get up and say, I know who and what Advocare is based upon Lawson Boss. That's it. I want you to know the truth about what we do and who we are. And so, man, I then just really shared my heart and passion for Advocare, shared my story and story of a few other families that are on our team that this is really making a difference, and was genuine, and and was very passionate about who I am and what Advocare is. And at the end of it, I mean, it was a slam dunk. He said, "Man, I really appreciate you giving me your time. Thanks so much." So anyway, I took this guy from here, and then I really started creating what I like to call safe place business. And I really started helping him be safe and be thinking about, hey, what is really happening? I'm helping him make connections in his head. And so that's the power, guys. Application number one. That's the power of asking questions and being safe with people and being genuine. You know, Richard Wright in our No Limits said, it's about relationships first. And I don't know if he knew brain chemistry, but he knew what works, and it does work. Because here's the thing, when you're creating safe place here, and you're creating someone who's able to be reflective and thinking about their emotions and thinking about what they're thinking about, metacognitions, if you will, you're bridging neurons in there. You're making synapses fire, and you're changing their brain chemistry, and you're helping them see things that they would have never seen before. That guy called me yesterday. We had a great conversation. He's ready to try products and become a member. That's not because necessarily me, but because I've been trained well by my leaders to help me see that it's about people. It's about being genuine. It's about helping them see the truth and being that safe place so they can actually process the truth. So yeah, application number one, ask questions, be genuine, because that changes brain chemistry. Last thing real quick, there's an incredible mind-blowing idea called mirror neurons. There are neural cells in your head, and so let me kind of paint the picture for you so you kind of understand how this applies to your business. When you take a shaker bottle and a packet of Spark, and someone is watching you do this, and you rip it open and you pour the Spark in the bottle and you shake it and you drink it, and you have that overwhelming look of, man, I just did something right in my day. I put Spark in my body. They have mirror neurons in their head that just saw you processing that information in their cortical node right here in their eyes. And it is literally changing, and those neurons are mimicking the same patterns and chemistries and structure of your cells in their head. So what that means is being a product of the product and having incredible character and taking products and being genuine and being someone people want to be around matters. It matters because you change their brain chemistry. You change literally what's going on firing in their head. And that makes a huge difference. So if all that's like not news, new to you, that's great. But here's what I want to say to you is that, man, take that concept, the fact that it is clinically researched, something that is a fact of what's going on in here, and say, hey, this stuff actually works. Being genuine, sharing who you are, representing the company well in your everyday actions makes a dramatic effect in people's lives, whether they take product or not. That's the most important, incredible thing that I learned, is that you being a part of Advocare and linking arms with this team truly can change other people's lives, regardless of whether they get involved with Advocare, because you're impacting what's going on here, because you are willing to ask questions, you're willing to be a safe person, and you're willing to set the bar, set the standard, as Jesse said, and what it means to have be a woman, a man of integrity. So anyway, that is your nerdy, heady, counsel-y type information from your soon-to-be MFT WOD coach for today. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Talk to you later. Thanks.